Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Introducing, we are from group 6, which consists of me, Ilham Akmal Febrian, and my colleague, Laila Fibrianty from Sharia Economic Law IAIN Ponorogo. In this video, we will present English material about procedure text. And let's go straight to the discussion. Next, what we will discuss in the formulation of the problem this time is: number 1, what is meant by procedure text. Number 2, what is the structure of the procedure text. Number 3, what are the forms and characteristics of procedure text. And next, point A, understanding procedure text. Procedure text is one type of English text, or what is commonly called a genre that shows a process in making or operating something, that serves to describe how something is done through regular steps. Next, point B, procedure text structure. Number 1, I am our goal. In the linguistic structure of the first part of this procedure text contains information about the purpose in making or operating something. Number 2, materials. In the second part, materials consist of materials used in making something. But not all procedure texts include a material section. Sometimes a procedure text does not have a material section. There are three types of procedural text that do not use the material section, namely: point 1, procedure text that explain how something works or how to do instruction manually. For example, how to use the video game, the computer, the tape recorder, or the fax, etc. Point 2, procedure text that instructs how to do certain activities with the rules. For example, road safety rules or video game rules, etc. Point 3, procedural text relate to human nature or habits. For example, how to live happily or how to succeed. Number 3, steps. The step section contains the step or sequences that must be carried out so that the objective described in the aim or goal section can be achieved. The steps of sequence must be in order from the first to the last. And next, point C, form of procedure text. Procedural text can be used in the form of recipes or cookbooks, craft instruction, game rules, science experiment or reports, and so on. And next, point D, characteristic of procedure text. Point A, using imperative sentence pattern or command. For example, cut, don't mix, and so on. Point B, using action verb. For example, turn, put, done, mix, and so on. Point C, using connective word to sort activities. For example, then, will, and so on. D, using adverb to state in detail the time, place, and accurate way. For example, for 5 minutes, 2 hours, and so on. Point E, using the simple present tense. Point F, usually use numbering, firstly, secondly, next, then, and so on. And point G, explaining the existing materials, although they do not always have to be there.
Here I will read an example of procedure text. How to make scrambled egg. Let's learn how to make yummy scrambled egg at your home with this easy recipe. Ingredient: 2 egg, milk if desired, 1 teaspoon of butter, a, a pinch of salt and pepper. Step: first, crack the egg into a small bowl and add a pinch of salt and pepper, which until well blended. 2. In a frying pan, add butter and let it melt. 3. Pour the egg and milk, and for around 20 seconds, do not stir it. 4. After that, fold the egg to the center and stir with spatula. 5. Repeat the previous step until all the eggs are mostly cooked. 6. Remove it from heat and continue to fold and stir the egg for around a minute. 7. Leave the egg, put on the serving plate, and your scrambled egg are ready. Here are the reference we took the support the making of this paper and PPT. Crossing. E. Consolation. The consolation of this writing is 1. Procedure text is a text that contains a text or series of action or step in making an item or activity. 2. Generic. Generic structure of procedure text are aim or goal, material, and step. 3. Procedure text to describe how to make something through a sequence of action of step. 4. Procedure text usually focus of generalized human agent. Use mainly action process, simple present tense, imperative sentence, and use of temporal conjunction. B. Suggestion. We are as writer want to apology for the short take of this paper. We know that this paper is still from perfect, so that we need the suggestion from the reader for the perfection of this paper. That's the presentation from our group. If there is shortcoming, we apologize. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.